So welcome. This is the Morpheus Soul Show. This is the Global Soul Sessions. And we are at Doin'it Production Studios. And we're going to carry on with some fantastic music. Kicking off, Sotley's 5, that's me. And we've got a great track coming up right about now. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite ones. It's Louie Vega featuring Blaze. This is Brand New Day from the album Elements of Life. Keep it locked to the Morpheus Soul Show. Global Soul in session.
Since the first time I heard that track, it's inspired me. It's kind of touched me on a personal level. I'm a massive fan of soulful house music anyway. Massive fan of Louie Vega, Josh Milan as well, Blaze. But for me, it's about the lyrics in the song. You know, it's kind of uplifting. It's a song that I went for a period of back then of playing that nearly every morning. Every single morning. And at that time of my life, it was kind of a challenging time as well. So it was a song that kind of got me through, you know, sadder times, man. And the lyrics, the vocal, the production, it's a song that I still listen to now. So it had to be in one of my favorites, top 5.
listening to the Morpheus Soul Show. And it's the Global Soul in Sessions. The sounds of Louie Vega featuring Blaze. One of my favorite tracks, taking us back to 2003. And I was lucky enough to actually feature Josh Milan down there at the Jazz Cafe a few weeks ago. And he actually performed this song, so it's one of my faves, one of my Solis 5 for today's show. And I hope you enjoyed it too, yeah? So we're going to keep it moving to track number 2 on Solis 5. My 5, that's right. My 5. And it's another great track that I absolutely love. One of the best producers for me at the moment. Goes by the name of Kaidi Tatham. This track features another fantastic producer from the UK going by the name of Dego. And this come from the album It's a World Before You. And that's the name of this track coming up. Track number 2 on Solis 5. Morpheus Soul, Global Soul in Sessions. Big shout to the Doin'it Studios Productions. Let's go.
Okay, Kaidi Tatham
featuring Dego
is like, for me, he's special. He's a special guy. He's a special guy for like UK music. He's a special guy for music in general. And he's kind of one of the producers that I'm glad that I'm alive, that he's alive. He's like a living legend to me. Been listening to his music for years, going back, you know, with the stuff that he's been doing with Dego, from like drum and bass through broken beat, through jazz, through so many different genres of music, and they've come under so many different kind of names, which I've always find interesting.
Aliases.
Different aliases,
Like
that's the word I'm looking for. And to see them perform live, again, that was that this year, Jazz Cafe, Dego and Kaidi Tatham?
Yeah.
To see them, like, you know, perform live in
experience.
itself, yeah, it was
Mr.
an amazing.
Menso.
So, one of the best producers for me. And that track, It's a World
Cable player, pianist.
Before You, featuring Dego as well. He's another one of my favourite producers. So, those guys would, I think every set that I've ever played, and I've always played a Kaidi or a Dego track at some point.
It's got a Roy Ayers feeling to it, that track as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So there we have it, track number 2 on Solis 5. The sounds of Kaidi Tatham featuring Dego, track entitled It's a World Before You, and that came straight off the album which came out earlier this year. One of my favourite producers, as I say. I had to squeeze a Kaidi Tatham track into my top 5, and again had a great pleasure of seeing him live in performance with Dego as well down there at the Jazz Cafe. So big yourself up if you was down there as well. Absolutely phenomenal night. So we got to keep it moving. We're going to move to track 3 of my 5 tracks for this week. And this group, it's personal. Absolutely love these guys, raining from Manchester. We've been playing them on our show for the last few years now, independently as well as collectively. And it had to be Children of Zeus. Come from the album which came out last summer, one of the albums of last summer for me personally, called Travel Light. But when I heard this track, I've never heard them do something like this. We've got a big up K15 on production. This is Children of Zeus, Connie Con and Tyler Daly with Vibrations.
I love K15 stuff, so before I even heard that track, and I saw K15 was on the production, and tell a lie, we heard the track and we were guessing whether or not that was K15 producing it or Kaidi Tatham. We was talking about that, and then we found out it was K15. So and the bass line on that track there is just it's ridiculous.
It's 8 minutes long as well, the song.
8 minutes of niceness.
So there we have it, track number 3 in my favourite 5 at the moment. The sounds of children of Zeus, Connie Con and Tyler Daly with Sweet Vibrations, and that came out last summer on their debut album Travel Light. So yeah, so when I heard that track, I've never heard them sort of make music. It's more of a soul and a hip hop tip really, but when I saw K15 on the production, I had to have it. We're going to keep it moving to this week. Well, not this week, but track number 4 on my 5. And we're moving it to a current album, which is DJ Yoda. And this track features Omar. It's from the new album called Home Cooking. The name of this track is Thornton Heath. Absolutely love Omar, one of my favourite artists. One of the best artists to come out the UK, if you ask me personally. Watch the bass line on this one. This is a killer. Let's go, Johnny.
It means something to me that your breathing makes me feel so free. When you're near, like a summer's day when I've been cold, you make me young when I've been old, makes me feel.
And you know we've got to definitely take this one straight back from the T.O.P. Not many times we do a pull-up on this show, but definitely worth one in my opinion. DJ Yoda featuring Omar. This is Thornton Heath, and this is from the new Yoda album that's out now called Home Cooking. This is the Morpheus Soul Show, Global Soul in Sessions.
It means something to me that your breathing makes me feel so free. When you're near, like a summer's day when I've been cold, you make me young when I've been old, makes me feel so free.
I've liked Yoda's stuff over the years, a lot of his stuff. Excellent turntablist, which he's got a couple of cuts on that track as well. Omar, for me, is the best, if not the best, one of the best to come out of the UK. Not only out of the UK, but just globally as well. A super talented guy. But that track there, it's got a sick bass line on it. And it's just Omar. Omar could just sing, I don't know, the A to Z if you want, or Yellow Pages. He's got one of those kind of voices, similar to Tyler Daly from Children of Zeus. And I would mention, for me personally, I would mention Tyler Daly in that same caliber as Omar. I really love his stuff and his voice.
Yeah, I think if a voice does something to you, then it works.
Definitely, definitely. And that track,
Goosebump
with
voice,
Yoda, yeah. A couple of nice tracks on that album as well.
So that's track number 4 in Solly's 5. Sounds of DJ Yoda featuring Omar, and it's from the new album called Home Cooking. Track's entitled Thornton Heath. Absolutely love that one there, yeah. So the last track out of my 5, and I'm going to take it back to like 1981 for this one, because I was quite young. I was a lot younger than back in 1981 anyway. But this track, I always heard this track at family parties, and it's one of the tracks that kind of got me into soul music. This is a classic from the Jones Girls. This is Nights Over Egypt from the album Get As Much Love As You Can. Track number 5 on Solis 5, right here on the Morpheus Soul Show.
My last track, absolute classic, Jones Girls, Nights Over Egypt. That song there, I've heard so many different versions of it, like really sort of bumpy, soulful house versions. Any version, I just love that track. And every time I hear it, as I said on the show earlier, it reminds me of my family house parties. They used to have some great house parties. That is an education. And it was one of them songs where, like, when it used to come on, everyone used to go, woo! And it just reminds me of good times, and it's just a great song. So that's why it's in my Solis 5.
Your mind can't conceive. Nights over Egypt. Nights over Egypt. Nights over Egypt. In September, girls, that's what to the music. Nights over Egypt. Women from the heat, where fails to be seen by no one. Take a caravan across the Sudan. Sahel is just a mirage, oasis in the sand, where life once began under the moonlight. Your eyes won't believe, your mind can't conceive. Nights over Egypt. Nights over Egypt. Nights,
So that is track number 5 in Solis 5.
nights over
An absolute classic, taking us back to 1981 with the Jones Girls, Nights Over Egypt. Always reminds me of good times, that track. Absolute classic party song. Big shout out to everyone in the studio having a little jump around.